Good day, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door. This is Milesluigi.
And deliciously evil Pop-Tart.
Alright, so, might as well get ready for the next chapter. We're actually going to start, playing the game like a normal human being again.
Oh, so that's what they're calling it now.
Playing the game like a normal human being?
Yeah.
Alright.
For a while there, I thought we were a robot.
Oh. Well, robots would be able to do monotonous tasks like I am. Anyway, in case you're wondering why in the world I'm showing badge setup creation when I normally don't do this, well, it's because the thing I noticed that separated me from the Paper Mario experts, quote-unquote, was my super guarding ability out of all things, because I almost never use super guarding, as you know. I typically hide behind the damage dodge badges.
Nothing wrong with that.
So I figured the best way I could get better at this game, honestly, is to give myself a comfortable badge setup to do super guarding in, aka Happy Heart and Happy Heart Partner, and go for nothing but super guards at this point. I think that's fair.
I would agree. Daring, but yet bold.
I guess the key thing here to notice, Mario, 30 HP is enough.
No, that's not enough. 999 HP is enough.
I figured you had a comment for that. Anyway, let's go ahead and head on over to the Far Outpost and do it without bump attacking everything to death, shall we?
Let's. You know, I still have that screenshot.
Oh. Okay. So as we enter the Far Outpost, there were two enemies here. There was the Ice Puffs and the Frost Piranhas. Both of these, Puffs and Piranhas. They're weak to something. You want to guess what that is?
Fire!
Yes, they're weak to fire.
Oh,
But
well.
Sleepy Stomp as well.
Oh, well, I just made it look obvious.
Oh, well. What do you know? The one time I decide to use an enemy's weakness and it doesn't work.
That's why you should use fire. Fire always works.
You got me there. Well, I'm 1 for 1 now.
Oh, they look so peaceful.
I'm 2 for 2. I'm off to a good start.
Indeed.
Well, I guess I might as well talk about it before it becomes a little too late. We're heading up to a cannon to get off to, or shoot off to the moon, correct?
I hope so.
Well, that was the idea, generally. That's, how do I want to comment about that idea? I believe I've already discussed the problems with the cannon itself, and after this round of super guarding, I'll continue on. Oh, 3 for 4. Well, anyway, we're headed off to the moon. I just have a question for you, Pop-Tart. Before I asked you if your destiny was to get onto the moon, you said contact NASA. Alright, you're now on the moon. Now your destiny is to get off the moon. What do you do?
Contact NASA.
But there is no NASA in the Mario universe, you said.
Well,
Fudge!
okay, fine. So, let's see. NASA. What's the equivalent?
I think the point of the matter is if we get shot to the moon, there really isn't any reliable way off the moon. It's kind of impossible to jump off the moon, you know.
It's made of paper. You could technically jump off the moon if you needed to. You just have to tie a rock around yourself. See, rocks are made out of paper too. So how would one get off a fake paper moon? Ooh, you could burn the moon.
I love that idea! Just because if there was no moon, there'd be no gravity holding you there, you would probably go to the Earth, honestly.
Yep.
Evil Pop-Tart solves today's scientific conundrum.
Get off the moon? Burn the moon. You know, sitting here watching you, I have never ever equipped Sleepy Stomp whatsoever. At all.
You have not.
No.
When it works, it is wonderful. It's inherently a risk-reward badge, as I like to put it. You're taking a risk, 2 FP, or in my case, 4 FP minus 2 FP with Flower Saver badges on. Fudge. Inherently, you're taking a risk versus reward of it working versus it not working, because if it doesn't work, you basically just spent FP to do a normal jump attack. But if it does work, you're down 1 enemy. It's almost like, oh, fudge, killing an enemy outright, almost.
True.
Now, this is where Fire Drive would just be phenomenal. Instead, I am going to Fiery Jinx this.
You never use Fire Drive. I don't understand why. I use my hammer a hell of a lot more than I use my jumps. I like my hammers. So much more flexible.
I guess I don't have much of a comment on that one. Supercard time! There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. I win.
You just hit the bobbery button?
Well, I have no comment.
Okay, so when you do that, we'll call that the Staples I win button.
The Staples I win button? Okay.
Actually, no, we'll just call it the I win, or we'll just call it the easy button.
4 out of 4. Alright, so one more set of Frost Piranhas, and this battle isn't very difficult. Who should I knock asleep?
The Puff. Piranha's don't.
Okay.
Puff's more dangerous.
So after going through this area normally, I guess I have seen players just have trouble in this general area. The Sleepy Stomp definitely does help, but otherwise the enemies are a nuance because of their ability to freeze you. Like, they're not inherently troubling, they just can freeze you, and that can really screw you over. Anyway, you might be wondering why I headed off to Far Outpost when I haven't even found General White in the first place. We're about to find out. Were you paying attention? So as we can see here, General White actually has either rent or residence in this house here, and he's returned here. Why don't we wake him up? Oh, Mario, that's quite a violent way of trying to wake up General White. It still doesn't work, though. Let's just keep trying. He's still sawing logs. Alright, try again. Okay. What do I have to... gosh. Do I need more power here? Jump. Come on. I've given him like 30 damage now? Come on, wake up! This guy sleeps as heavy as Mario does. He's not even budging. Maybe I should quit doing this. I might kill him. Wait, never mind. He's up now. So like that, we have found General White, of all places, Far Outpost. Like, if it wasn't for the event flags, we could have literally just sat around in Far Outpost, and we'd have found General White. Sadly, we do have to trigger all the event flags. So now we can shoot ourselves out of a cannon. Ba-boom. So up and coming is a really awesome cutscene that I am just gonna mute Evil Pop-Tart and I and enjoy. Hello?
I'm here. Sorry. Had it muted.
What was your reaction? Oh, what was your reaction when you first saw that cutscene?
I was like, oh my god, that's a lot of bombs, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm on the friggin' moon.
I was just kind of in awe, just wow, most of the time. So, we're on the moon.
The moon. So
Perfectly safe on the moon, by the way.
really? Because you might start the moon on fire with bobbery.
No, but I found a stopwatch. No.
I don't know, could you tell the time on the moon?
That's a good question. It would be lunar time over anything else. That is quite interesting. Actually, I remember why I paused the game now. I was gonna swap off the sleepy stomps for a quake hammer.
Good choice.
Anyway, the moon weighs less than the Earth, so we get to jump higher. But consequently, we move slower due to this sloggier, atmosphere-less moon. Good thing our plumber doesn't need to breathe.
No, of course not. Why would he need to breathe? Because they're on the moon.
Exactly. You nailed it perfectly. Alright. So the primary enemy on the moon, of course, is the moon cleft.
No, you cannot put a moonstone on them and they will change into another form. So, nix that idea.
I've got good news for you. Bobbery is a good partner here.
I think. Oh yeah.
You're like, he's always a good partner, right?
Definitely. Why is he not a good partner? Are you dissing Bobbery? Because if you're dissing Bobbery, you know what happens. You owe me $1. And that goes in the Bobbery fund.
That got me a level up, by the way.
Good, you can pay me my $1 now. No, I'm just kidding.
Time for me to cut a whole lot of battles, because it's going to be literally quick hammering the enemy to death.
Congratulations on the level up. And of course, you put it in badge points. Cough.
Oh, look, a vulture. What just occurred to me, other than the fact that I got a Quake hammer, is that Goombella actually has a couple of interesting tattles on the overworld here. The moon is a whole bunch of rocks.
Of course, what else would be on the moon?
It's kind of a bummer. There isn't really much here. There's a mushroom constellation in the background.
Mushrooms on the moon?
You can't get away from them in the Mushroom Kingdom universe, can you?
I guess not.
You could probably go to an entire another galaxy or another universe, cough cough, and there'll still be mushrooms.
No doubt.
There's a Chain Chomp constellation as well. Instant reaction chill out. Haha, you can't hurt me now.
Huzzah!
I just thought of that. Oh, fudge. I should probably pull out chill out because I'm about to get hit now. Because you move so slow on the moon, it's hard to outrun the clefs here. Chill out. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say.
Meow.
It was honestly just an instant. Oh, fudge, I'm about to get hit. Pause! Chill out! Haha. Am I really full on items? Oh my gosh. I didn't come with the full stock of items. I came with like 14 items and I'm all of a sudden full again. Oh my gosh. I don't even have item hog on. And I'm an item hog right now. You said I was the luckiest bastard on the earth, right?
Correct.
Oh fudge. Okay.
So now you're the luckiest bastard on the moon.
Yes. So in case you didn't notice, here are some more Yuxes, except they appear a little bit different. Unfortunately, these guys don't have an obnoxious weakness quite like the Moonclefs, the Z-Yux, or Z-Yux.
Whatever the hell they are.
It's a genetic improvement among the original Yux. So, they're more a nasty enemy. And of course, you know, when they pull out the mini Z-Yuxes, they protect the Yux from all damage, which means you need to kill them fast. Like this! There's no kill like overkill, isn't there?
Agreed.
Anyway, because it does count as a separate tattle, let's go ahead and take care of the mini Z-Yux tattle. You know, and waste a turn. Take note that instead of having 1 HP, these little buggers have 2 HP. It shouldn't make a difference, but it possibly could, you never know. I'm actually kind of surprised I haven't made any fudge big notes about the Z-Yuxes. They kind of aren't indigenous to the moon. They, you know, weren't exactly just found here. They had to have been brought here by the X-Nauts. That must mean something very significant.
We still have no idea what the hell they are, and how they mutated. Think about that one. Even
that too. I'm more so overthinking about if they're here, then there has to be something nearby, like a dome in the background.
that would explain how they're here on the moon. And breathing. Oh wait, no, that doesn't... No, the breathing isn't solved yet. We don't know how we're breathing on the moon.
Mario doesn't need to breathe.
He's a plumber. I know what you're thinking. What the hell does it have to do with breathing on the moon? Just think about it. He's a plumber. He does.
Oh, yay. Wow. Most people have never gotten to the Superstar stage. That's one of the things that can happen on the Superstar stage. That just happened right now.
Impressive.
Yes, there is a noticeable dome in the background. It even has searchlights. Okay, you have searchlights. Actually, that makes a whole lot of sense. You ought to be looking for meteors here because there isn't any atmosphere to burn up any meteors here. So searchlights would help you find all the meteors here. I better pick this up before I forget about it.
Well, they should just stick a sign right out front and says, "We live here."
Oh, this is the scariest background ever. Foreign planet background. Alright. Thankfully they left their door open, absolutely no security.
Huzzah.
Let's change the subject. Notice that inside the dome there is artificial gravity. I am jumping normally now.
Indeed you are.
This conveyor belt is fun, by the way. See, we can run up with the conveyor belt, or we can run up against the conveyor belt. Yeah, absolutely no security on this building, guys. Great job. You weren't expecting plumbers shooting out of a cannon to get on the moon, were you?
No, they were not.
Talk about X-Nauts that look a little bit more threatening. I mean, black is the new, take an enemy, make a darker version of him, and he is now more threatening. The elite X-Naut is the cream of la crop, according to Goombella anyway, of the X-Nauts, which means, of course, it's an X-Naut with higher stats because you're in the later area of the game, right?
Correct.
So, the only thing to keep in mind is their defense of 1. Other than that, it really is a beat down on them, because they can't really do anything special. And so Goombella is going to tell us the obvious. No duh, it's going to be outside with all the other rocks, right?
Definitely. Silly Goombella.
Alright, so before we close, do you have any comments about the music of this place?
Well, I did enjoy the cutscene for the cannon. That is some interesting music. As far as when we get inside the next area...
What's playing right now?
I kinda like it. I never really got a good opinion on this type of music. Kinda gets annoying after a while, personally.
Okay. How about the audience chime in?
Yeah, let's go with that. Do you like the music in this part?
Okay. So with that, we are going to fight X-Naut dweebs and somehow find the crystal star. Maybe there will be a message to tell us go back out in the moon to look for it. We'll find out on the next episode of Let's Play Paper Mario and the 1000-Year Door. This has been Milesluigi.
And this has been the Evil Pop-Tart.
See you next time.